Hey, what's up, Visionaries? Welcome back to the Arc Vision Fam Jam. My name is Anton. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fantastic day because today's support squad request comes from Russ, and this is Journey Open Arms, official video 1982. And before we get into this one, I do want to say you guys rock. Thank you for all the love. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, same time, request songs, albums, and get exclusive access to full album reactions, definitely join everyone in the supporter squad on Patreon if you are interested for the price of a large pizza. And of course, shout out to my patrons. Thank you guys very much. I love you. And lastly, if you guys want to hang out with myself and the entire Arc Vision community, we're on Discord. Find us there, link down below. It's for free for anyone who doesn't know. Also, link down below to merchandise and my podcast if you guys are interested. And that's it. So let's get into Journey Open Arms 1982. I read the lyrics beforehand. Gorgeous meaning.
Lying beside you, here in the dark, feeling your heartbeat with mine. Softly you whisper, you're so sincere. How could our love be so blind? We sailed on together, we drifted apart, and here you are by my side. So I love you,
I think he wrote it, if I remember correctly.
being without you, living alone, this empty house seems so cold. Dream to hold you, longing you there. How much I want to live you home, but now you've come back to me today. I need you to stay. So now I love you with tonight. Believe what I say. So here I am, hoping you'll see what your love means to me. Open arms.
His simple vibrato there, and in the other line is just when he just like he turns it on. Impressive. Oh shit, that was it? That was way shorter than I was expecting. I was full on expecting a guitar solo right there and then something else. Wow, I think that's the shortest, if I remember correctly, the shortest Journey song we've heard. And not much to say about this one. Definitely a beautiful song. Didn't like over the top resonate on first listen, but I really love the lyrics. Because I was thinking, you know, when I looked over these lyrics, a lot of the time, like an epiphany will come to me when I look at, like, I'll be like, okay, this is what I'm going to talk about. Like, you know what I mean? Like this made me think of this. I know exactly that's going to be kind of the monologue at the end of the video because, yeah, that's what this is. It's pretty much like a reaction channel mixed with a podcast. You get like a 10-minute podcast usually at the end of every video. But I didn't really have anything on this one. I was just kind of like, I was just hit with like an overwhelming sense of like, wow, this is very simple in the best way. And then halfway through the song, it clicked. I'm like, that's it. That's the point of it. A lot of these really sappy songs, I just don't resonate with. It's almost like too much. It's you know that saying like some truth is best told with no words at all, or truth is shown not told. Is that kind of idea. I found like, you know, you can dilute emotion, you can dilute meaning when you try to describe it too much, and that's something I've always had to deal with because I'm a communicator. So I have a lot of words, and I also have like kind of a bit of ADHD, so I'm always thinking, right? I'm always building a picture. And as I've got older, I've kind of like, one thing I used to say a lot is like, oh, that is really awesome, or man, that means so much to me. It wouldn't technically be these, but you know what I mean? Like when you add these like additive words, you think they're adding, but they're actually taking away. Like when you say like, oh, that's really awesome, to me, when I hear that, that doesn't hit as hard as like, that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like when it's just, when you let awesome breathe, or a lot of these words, like these words are supposed to mean something by themselves. Like if you think about the word awesome, it's like awe, like it inspires awe in you. How can something be like really awesome? You know what I mean? Like when you think about it, you're like, oh, we're so far, like we've lost the actual feeling and definition of words. And so because we use awesome all the time, like everything's awesome. Like you see something that's like kind of cool and you're like, oh, that was awesome. And it's like, okay, if that's awesome, what is actually awesome to you? Like, what would watching your wife give birth? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, they've probably used awesome, amazing. They probably used every single one of those words to describe their day-to-day existence, that when they watch their wife giving birth, they're like, that's really like, you know what I mean? Like you've bastardized the word till it has no meaning, and you have to just add really awesome just to make it mean something. And so when you have these really sappy songs, it's like the same thing. I just don't feel it. I go like, this is too much. Where something like I loved about the lyrics when I heard this is like, it's really simple. And in the simplicity, it actually covers and is able to capture some of that feeling of love. And at the end of the day, no words can never capture God. They can never capture, and I use God interchangeably with source, universe, whatever you want to call it. No words or word can ever encapsulate the divine, love, friendship. Actually, no words can encapsulate anything, period. But it's all we have, especially with this medium. I don't have you in front of me, so you can't feel my vibration of how this actually makes me feel. You see a bit of my smile, you see a bit of my body language, you see a bit of, and then you hear my words. And because I'm a communicator, I do a lot of articulation and I'm trying to paint a picture for you guys to feel what I'm feeling. And it literally never works. You get maybe 70% of it. You get some. Is better than nothing. You know what I mean? But really, it's additive to the body language. Because really, the body language is everything. It's a reaction, right? The body doesn't lie. You know, when you're confronted with something, when you're scared, you see it in the body language. It covers the chest, you know? Like even like when you have your arms crossed, it's like you're afraid. And essentially, you're usually uncomfortable unless you have like a back issue. And like sometimes I'll do this just because like my lower back will start hurting, or like my upper back, and this literally just takes the tension off of it. But for the most part, when I see other people doing this, and then also we mirror, so as soon as someone does this, you usually end up doing this too, because you feel their awkwardness, kind of a sense of it, And then I actually still don't know this. I don't know if we do this because then we in turn feel a bit awkward, or we just mirror them naturally because the mirroring mechanism makes them feel more comfortable because we're both kind of doing the same thing. So some people, like, even if they're highly aware of what they're doing, they might just cross their arms too just to make the person feel understood or like not alone. Like, okay, you're not the only one feeling uncomfortable in this scenario. Like, you know, we're both kind of figuring this out. So that's what I'll say about this. I really actually admire the simplicity of the lyrics. It hits harder. The simplicity of love, because I find love, what I've experienced of it, and what I kind of visualize about being in that. Because I've actually never experienced this kind of love. Never. I've had more passionate. I've never had the feeling of just like feeling comfortable in silence, like really deep comfortable in deep silence. Yeah, you know, it wasn't like that for me so far. But I like when I think about when I get more in tune with myself and I feel about what I really want, it's just that. Like that's like when I picture in my head what love looks like to me, what it feels like. You know, I can even experience the sensations in my body if I get really still and like meditate or something on it. And I know that's kind of, I can relate to this even though I've never felt it, just because I have kind of, I felt it in my mind, you know, I've conjured what that would be like. But it's even much more powerful when you're actually experiencing it, likely with someone who actually like harmonizes the same feelings. But definitely, thank you, Russ, for this one. I didn't know Journey had so many good songs. I thought they only had "Don't Stop Believing." But anyway, that's about it. What are your favorite Journey songs today? Let me know in the YouTube comment section down below. That is honestly a real question, because I'm curious, and I love you guys are sharing what you love, but also it helps the YouTube comment algorithm. So you'll notice some people. So, you know, if it's not coming to you, just write down anything if you'd like to help out with the YouTube algorithm. You can even say "sup" as one man famously does in every single video. He really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And other than that, yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Really helps the famous YouTube algorithm. And that's about it. So I'll see all of you guys again tomorrow. I love you. Peace.